What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Fanny in the Kitchen, although today we are Fanny at the fair. We're here at the Cape Fear Fair and Expo, and I have 3 tasters here who are about to taste my recipe, which is fun because it's usually just me tasting it, and I don't know if you guys believe me every time I say it's so good. So what we're making today, it's all about North Carolina, got to be NC, all the good local produce as much as we can get, and there is nothing more local in North Carolina than sweet potatoes, right? It's like the North Carolina vegetable mascot. Let me tell you what we're gonna be making first. We're making a sweet potato crostini with goat cheese, honey roasted figs, a little prosciutto, and some basil. I have these roasted sweet potato rounds right here. Now, I just did simple salt and pepper on them. You could get as crazy as you want to with this if you want to get a little extra crunch on the outside. After it's roasted, after it's already been cooked, take a cast iron if you have it. If not, just a nice, heavy deep skillet, a little bit of oil, and then crisp on either side. So it's already cooked, but you're just getting kind of that crispy exterior on the outside, and that's gonna give you a little bit more crunch, kind of like you'd have with the bruschetta, crostini, really just, you want something that's gonna mimic, not necessarily the flavor, but the texture is really what it's all about. So we'll just get 3 of these rounds on the plate. 3 that are about the same size. All right, the next ingredient that we're gonna use is the goat cheese. We're just going with classic goat cheese today. And so instead of spreading it on there, you could crumble it on, but I like to kind of just take nice, big, thick pieces of the goat cheese and really just layer them up here. So that's the goat cheese. Now onto my favorite ingredient, the figs. I am the fig girl. That's what they call me. My cookbook is called Orange, Lavender, and Figs, and it's because I adore figs. So I have these beautiful dried figs here that I got from Lowe's, and I took them right out of the bag. I could have sliced them, thrown them on the crostini, called it a day, but instead I wanted to honey roast these figs. That's as simple as I drizzled the honey on them, I roasted them, the end. It's that simple. And so we'll just put the figs on here, and not only does it obviously taste wonderful, but it just looks so beautiful. All right. We've got our sweet potato round, we've got our goat cheese, we've got our honey roasted figs. Next up, prosciutto town. So prosciutto, it just has this rich pork, ham type of flavor. It's salty, but it's not smoked, so it doesn't have any smokiness to it. So I'm just gonna pull off a few pieces. And because I like these tasters, I'm gonna load up the prosciutto for them. These could be perfect as is right now, but I'd like to add one more little pop of flavor. I'm using a local honey here that I got from the Lowe's local section, and it just makes for the perfect little kind of drizzle right over the top. Just snipped a few fresh basil leaves right off of my plant. I'm just gonna very gently tear some of the basil on top. And so, we'll get some right there on top of the crostini, and then some also on the plate. You know what? I actually want to see what the tasters think on camera. Let's see if they'll give us our honest opinion. You guys like it? Good stuff? Thank you. The textures. That's the other thing is that it's all about different flavors and textures. So take it and run with it and get your Fanny in the kitchen. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time.